YouTube family? It's your boy Dwight. Welcome back to my channel, Silverback CIs. First off, do me a huge favor. Make sure you smash that like button, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon so you can be notified when I post new content. Now today I'm actually going to shoot a video that's going to be a little bit of a change of pace, but it's definitely been one that I've got the inboxes, I've got the phone calls, I've got the requests for this type of video. And if you'd like to figure out exactly what type of video I'm shooting, keep it locked. So let's get right off into it. One question that I didn't realize people actually even cared about or even cared about another person's opinion on is how and where to apply fragrance. I'm going to cover that today and let you know kind of some of my routines that I do within my spray regimen and why that I go about doing it that way. So first, I'm going to address the facts that there are different concentrations in the world of fragrance, such as you get the eau de cologne version of a fragrance, you got the eau de toilette version of some fragrances, eau de parfum, parfum, and extrait de parfum. Now basically, to make a long story short with those, that's has to do with the oil concentration. As it goes up in concentration, the oil content gets stronger and stronger and stronger to the point to where when you spray something, chances are it'll leave like a shiny ring or a shiny spot on your skin to let you know that the oil concentration is stronger and better. Not necessarily meaning that the fragrance will last longer, but it will definitely let you know that the quality of the fragrance is taking a hit in the positive sense. Second, when it comes to concentrations, there's a myth, like I was saying, that needs to be debunked. So if it's an extrait de parfum, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to last better than a toilette version of a fragrance, just because the oil is better. It has also things to do with the notes that are within the fragrance on whether or not and how it's going to perform when you spray it, when you use it. Getting to know your fragrances will definitely debunk that myth. Let's see here. Within those ingredients, certain ingredients that will improve the improvement of the performance of your fragrance is Ambroxan, ISO-E Super, and Oud. For me, thus far in my fragrance journey, those three elements kind of dictate what a fragrance is going to do for you. So let's get into the meat and potatoes of the situation. Let's address the elephant in the room. First, when it comes to the world of fragrance, taking a shower and washing your tail is most important. People think that they can just spray whatever on. It's just going to make my swagger, take my confidence up, do this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, if you stink, let me repeat. If you stink, wash that ass. Because that will help you when it comes to fragrance, whether or not you're going to smell good, you're going to not offend nobody's nose, things of that magnitude when it comes to smelling good in today's world and society. Now, second, applying a fragrance using an unscented lotion that won't interfere with your fragrances, things that it's supposed to do within the confounds of it. And I need to grab my lotion. Just a second. I'm back. This is what I use right here. It's an unscented lotion. Has a very, very high concentration of elements in it to make sure that you don't get ashy throughout your day. But one thing about it, with it being unscented, when I get ready to spray my fragrance, I don't have to worry about it clashing together. Because sometimes you can affect the performance of your fragrance by what lotion that you use post-shower. Let's see here. 3, get to know your fragrance. Test them on your skin. Don't judge them off them test strips that they show you at the mall, because they quick to grab a piece of paper, spray something on there, hand it to you, and then try to convince you into purchasing things based off of that. But one thing you got to remember, what my skin chemistry does versus the next person and the next person can be different. So what smells good on me may not necessarily smell good on you, and vice versa. What smells good on you may not smell good on me or may not perform the same. Now, this is the thing that most people want to know when they get to ask you about your spray regimen or how you apply your fragrances. I've already did the lotion. Got my nice little handy dandy pointer right here. I normally do 4 to 7 sprays. To me, that's enough for most concentrations within fragrance. 4 being, depending on the ingredients in that fragrance, being more than enough because the ingredients are strong, and 7 being one that may need a little extra help to perform throughout the whole day while you have applied it. From the time you leave for work to the time you come home to the time you decide whatever it is that you're going to spray post shower. 5, spraying your clothes. Now this here is one of my hidden secrets, gems, when it comes to the world of fragrance, because spraying your clothes extends the life of your fragrance anywhere between 6 or more hours. So if you spray on something that normally only lasts you 4 or 5 hours, you can get anywhere between 8 to 10 based off of the fact that clothing and the fabric will hold on to your fragrance longer than your skin will. Let's see here. But with that advice, make sure that you pay attention to, that's where the concentration does kick in as far as the oil concentration in your fragrance, because it can stain your clothing based off of the fact that the oil concentration is higher and the juice that's within that bottle, if you can see it, the darker it is, the more likely it is to stain your clothes. 6, when it comes to picking a fragrance, you need to also kind of think of the occasion that you're wearing it for, where you'll be located when you wear it, and or is it an enclosed area or is it going to be outdoors? Because that will basically help you pick how much to spray, where to spray, and how heavy to go as far as how many times. Whether it's going to be indoors, outdoors, at work, kind of a casual setting or formal setting. Let's see here. 7. Even though I said 4 to 7 sprays earlier in this video, I'm a firm believer in your spray count will change based off of how big your collection is. So, for example, for a person that maybe had 5 fragrances, and that's their go-to, they're going to be a lot more conscious of how much they're spraying things because they don't want to have to go buy a brand new bottle just like that. In my case, in my short but currently growing fragrance journey, my fragrance journey, I don't know exactly how many bottles I got, but I know I got more than 20. So now I have a little bit more confidence in spraying a fragrance based off of its ingredients and where I'm going, and the fact that I'm not self-conscious as much of how much I spray a particular bottle based off of my fragrance collection being such a certain size. I spray according to my taste and where I'm going. Trust me, your sprays will go up as your collection grows. 8, where do I spray? Now, I normally spray somewhere in the front, whether it be on the chest, front neck, that's one of the sprays. Back of the neck area, right along your hairline, and this works for ladies and fellas and ladies. Back of the neck. Now, most people spray their wrist and they rub it together. Stop doing that. Why not rubbing it together? Because it causes your fragrance, the molecules in your fragrance, to do weird things, and it doesn't allow your fragrance to do what it was intended to do, because that friction begins to break down the molecules of your fragrance. Now I stopped spraying my wrist. I moved higher up the arm to the forearm area because you got a lot of veins running through there. The blood and the heat from your body chemistry will allow your fragrance to do what it's supposed to do. So you got one here, most likely the chest, so it ain't choking you out if it's a stronger fragrance running up to your nose all day. Back of the neck, forearm, that's 4 sprays. And then the other ones normally happen via my shirt. So I'll spray the front of my shirt in the chest area, somewhere around in there, and then I'll hit the backs of both shoulder blades. Hence, giving off that sillage and that scent trail when you walk by. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 front of the shirt, 6, 7 back of the shoulder blades. That takes you anywhere between that 4 to 7 range that I was telling you about earlier in the video, depending on the ingredients and where you'll be when it comes to your fragrance. 9, of course, this depends on the fragrance concentration and ingredients, reiterating that. 10 being, last but not least, if you take a look at the screen, I have a definition that I want you to read through. I won't try to read it all the way out just to make this video too long. Read that definition, and there's some other places that you can spray to enhance this definition on the screen. For the ladies and gentlemen, another place that I like to spray, especially at night, fresh out the shower, when you're looking to be intimate with your significant other, is behind the knees. Right here, combined with the other places that I told you to spray. Now, what that will do is enhance that definition that I put on the screen as far as your love life is concerned. If you'd like to spice up your love life, spray behind the knees. I will definitely allow you to use your imagination when it comes to why I chose those areas, because it not only rewards the person that is there with you for those intimate situations, it'll also set the ambiance for a wonderful, fun night. But other than that, that's my time. Peace.